journalist with Street Roots, an award-winning newspaper that focuses in part on social issues. Devon, it's a pleasure seeing you again. So as one person put it, quote, the audio of Trump with the Georgia Secretary of State is like telling the Nixon tapes to hold my beer. So firstly, your reaction to the Washington Post report?
Well, I mean, I think in general, this is just kind of a carryover of kind of what's been America's plague. And a common theme that you hear amongst Black Americans in particular is that they have to work twice as hard or be twice as good to be afforded certain opportunities of maybe non-racialized people in this country. And I think this is a clear-cut example of that. When you look at the state of Georgia, having an urban city such as Atlanta, where the Black vote played a huge role in the turnout favoring President-elect Joe Biden and Vice President-elect Kamala Harris, seeing kind of the pushback that they're getting now after listening to this phone call and just connecting the historic events that has happened throughout this election and beyond, it's no surprise that Trump is making this call at this particular time.
Of course, Trump has been trying to discredit the huge support Biden got indirectly, the Black vote, of course. Some are comparing the way Trump spoke on this phone call to a mob boss. When Trump says, quote, I need you to find 11,780 votes, does he violate the Constitution? What have you been hearing?
Absolutely. Well, I definitely have been hearing that it's been a violation in him doing so. But I think at this point, Trump is just in a position where he doesn't have much to lose. Obviously, we've dealt with several other violations when it's come to him and his presidency. And I think at this point, he's just doing all that he can to stop some of the progression here in the United States. So I definitely think this is a risk that President Trump is taking and doing what it is that he's doing. But he feels as if he maybe doesn't have much to lose at this point anyway, after losing the elected vote.
Devon, I wonder if you could clear something up for us. Some Republicans are set to reject the electoral certificates this week, and they have the support of the top House Republican, House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy. But does Congress have the legal power to overturn the U.S. election?
Yes, they do have the legal power to overturn the U.S. election. But I think it'll be really, really hard if you don't have the proof available to you to be able to prove why this election should be overturned.
What are your thoughts on the Georgia runoff election come this week? Will this have any impact on Trump's presidency, you think?
Yeah, I definitely think it can, because I think the Democratic Senate would be able to kind of overtake and overpower that of the Republican Senate, who is up to the case that they are right now in regards to trying to overturn some of these states that have already done multiple counts of their votes in favor of, again, President-elect Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. So this week is very important in voting so that the Democratic Senate can have a little bit more say and have a little bit more majority rule in some of the decisions that are being made amongst Congress.
Right. Devon Pouncey, thank you for that. We appreciate it.